Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. The Balgut Member of Parliament, MP Nelson Koech, who is also a Member of Parliament from the Kenya Kwanza Coalition, a great supporter of President William Ruto, and a very close ally to the President, is speaking something that Kenyans must listen and try to understand what is going to happen in the Republic of Kenya. Where Kenya's reached, for a competent political analyst, it is easy to predict what is going to happen, especially in Kenya's politics, because we have what we call tradition, and history always repeats itself. Can we listen to Nelson Koech?
Like the president did say, it should give birth to another moment. In politics, when you are confronted with such statement, it is extremely huge. First, it means that we have, in a way, to have. Let me go back this way. First of all, we have cabinet secretaries who are doing exemplary well, who are tapped from Azimio la Umoja. Let me just say ODM, for instance.
Yeah.
And they have done a great job. Raila Odinga, he's coming back home. What will Raila Odinga be doing with his energy, with his wisdom, with his experience? I think we in Kenya Kwanza should accommodate that experience, that advice, the counsel that he will give us. And I think it will help in bettering our country, in bettering our society, in bettering our management.
How would you use it?
Sami, you've got this.
We have to find a structure that will accommodate him, Raila Odinga.
Prime Minister?
Whichever position that accommodates him, we have to find that position.
There are very few positions at the top. There's president and deputy.
President in Kenya is an election. You know that we passed that phase, so we are now midway. Let's look at.
Sorry.
We could look at the narco report.
You're off to something interesting. So again, there are two top positions in Kenya.
Yeah.
President and deputy president.
Yes.
The president and deputy president, and those positions are occupied, and you know the processes are known.
They have been before. They've been occupied before.
I know. But I'm saying, whichever structure that accommodates him, you know, all of us are here. Whichever structure that accommodates Honorable Raila Odinga to continue doing his job, I think.
What's your guess?
There's so many things in my mind.
Sure.
We probably will look at the narco report and see what the narco report did say. And I don't think it's really about positions for Raila Odinga. I think it's really about, you know, his resource as a person that he can give us as a
it's very interesting. You're saying many things in the same statement.
Sami. But let me say this.
I wanted to
watch the press will be a good way to summarize.
I wanted to say, for the first time, you've been so wonderful. I'm excited. I am overwhelmed. It looks like my party leader is moving on up. And I'm just curious. And what is so funny, Sami, is that you see where we are. We are writing history as it's playing itself right now. And it's so amazing.
Nelson Koech was on Citizen TV this morning alongside other leaders like Richard Onyonk and the rest. There is something that Kenyans are yet to understand, especially to those people who take politics too seriously na wanaweka siasa kwa roho. I've learned myself kuweka siasa kwa lungs, vile tuliambiwa na Mandago, kwa sababu siasa ya Kenya hubadilika kwa sababu ya interests. Raila Odinga has left the AU defeated. He is coming back to Kenya to sit and do nothing. As Nelson Koech has put it, Raila is the oldest politician we have currently in Kenya who is active in politics. Raila has dealt with all governments since independence. So he understands very well. Raila has defeated dangerous governments to emerge a hero. Now, with such an experience, it will be suicidal for a young man like William Ruto to risk letting Raila be out there without a busy office. It's suicidal. Very dangerous. An idle Raila is a dangerous Raila. Not dangerous to the extent of killing, but dangerous to dealing with the governments of the day. There is a reality that we need to accept. And I've said this before in my other videos. For William Ruto to manage Raila Odinga, for William Ruto to plan for a re-election, for William Ruto to have a peaceful Kenya, yani kivyake, as a president, he will be forced to do one very important thing. Number one, he must find an office for Raila Odinga. By all means humanly possible. Ruto can sacrifice his allies. Ruto can sacrifice any other individual in his government to give Raila a space. It is coded, and there is nothing that is going to go against this. Ruto must find a way for Raila Odinga in government. There is no shortcut about it. And if Ruto does that, there is a possibility. If Raila buys to the idea, there is a possibility the Luo nation is going to sing Ruto Tano Tena. Yes, that is where we are headed as a country. Raila will be given a big office with big space, high-end, a fleet of cars and chase cars. Is going to be given a VVIP security. Raila will be accessing VVIP, airport, whatever. Raila will walk like the president. In fact, Raila will be treated like a president in Kenya for Ruto to survive. If Ruto makes a mistake of not doing so, in fact, after 2027 hawezi fika. This is what Koech is explaining. And the Koech speaks from the government that I told you in my previous video. Ruto is going back to the NADCO report. Ruto is going back to the motion that had been drafted to create an official office for Raila Odinga. That is where we are going back to in a few days to come. There's no shortcut about it. The writings are on the wall. And it's evident. So, anza kuzoea Raila kiwango cha rais. Begin to see Raila, because Koech anasema, where is Raila taking his expertise? It is dangerous kuacha Raila Odinga nyumbani with all that experience in politics, with all that experience in governance. It will be suicidal to leave Raila alone. So, nyinyi anza kuzoea Raila kama either prime minister ama official opposition lakini ile ya serikali, or any other position that William Ruto deems necessary to keep Raila Odinga busy and committed. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.